Over 1,000 criminal cases were dismissed in Riverside County last year, but one district attorney says it's depriving victims of justice. California Insider's Siamak Karami hears more from Michael Hestron, district attorney for Riverside County.
During the lockdowns that resulted from the pandemic, our justice system, criminal justice system in Riverside County, we faced a shutdown. But it was only really a partial shutdown. So the intake, the police kept arresting lawbreakers, and we kept charging them with crimes. The difference was during the shutdown is their case would be put off to far into the future, and basically nothing was happening to resolve the case. So, we weren't trying that many cases compared to pre-lockdown, and we weren't settling as many cases.
In October, the court stated that 2,800 pending cases were set for trial. But due to a backlog of cases, the county's Superior Court judges started dismissing them on October 10th. They cited a lack of available trial courtrooms.
Immediately what the court did is they said, well, this backlog or the pending cases was not caused by COVID, it was caused by a judicial shortage, and so they used that as a way to not grant any short continuances to wait for a courtroom to open up. And that has led to this policy that they have of mass dismissals.
Over 1,000 criminal cases were dismissed. Some include felony and misdemeanor cases of nearly all types of alleged crimes. About 83 are felony cases of attempted murder, assault of a deadly weapon, sex crimes, child abuse, domestic violence, and others.
The accused criminal gets a free pass. And when you're talking about domestic violence or sexual battery cases, there's a victim there, and they're outraged. I mean, they're going to court and they're pleading for the judge not to dismiss their case. And many of the domestic violence victims, for example, have also criminal protective orders that are in place for their abuser, and those also get dismissed when the case gets dismissed. So you can understand that the public here in Riverside County, especially victims of crime, they're outraged about this.
According to Hestron, the county has had a lack of judicial resources for decades. But despite that, the county has never dismissed a case in the 8 years he was DA.
Additionally, there are other counties, so we have 3.7 judges per 100,000. Sacramento County has, I believe, 3.5 judges per 100,000. They also had a backlog of pending criminal trials. They didn't dismiss any cases. They worked through those cases one by one, making sure that they're doing the best they can to make sure that justice is done in each particular case. They were able to work through some of those, the backlog. The way they did it was extending hours, bringing in retired judges on a temporary basis, even night court. And so, our court has chosen not to do any of those things. What our court has done is simply say on any given day, these are the open courtrooms, the rest of the cases that are set today get dismissed, regardless. And they're doing so on a one-size-fits-all.
Hestron says it's devastating because it erodes the public's trust in the criminal justice system.
People are now getting the sense in Riverside County that A, the courts don't care, or the system doesn't work, it's profoundly broken. If they are harmed, nothing's going to happen to the person that harmed them. That's what's spreading around the county, word of mouth. That's what's buzzing around our criminal justice system, and it's incredibly dangerous.
Hestron says we need to go back to basics to try the cases and have available courtrooms.